strong victory today. Never easy to play an Italian out there. You got through in straight sets. Did you feel it was straightforward all the way through? Your first serve looked brilliant out there.
Yeah, I mean, the serve has gotten so much better. I felt good out there. Conditions coming from Madrid were a little bit different. So, the start's always shaky coming from altitude and bouncier courts. But I felt like I did a good job and got through that.
Talk a little bit about, because you just told me there was a strange line call that happened in your match today. Go ahead and explain it to everybody what happened, because I don't think we've seen that much.
Yeah, I hit a ball that the review did not say out or anything. My opponent had missed the shot, said it was out. Then I was told the ref then went and checked the mark, which we are told that you're not allowed to recheck the marks. And then after checking the mark, she said it was out. And then said that the line calling system was down, and that's why she checked it. But it's been pretty adamant to all the players that, the ref cannot go check the marks no matter what. And I remember in Madrid there were calls where the ball was in and the machine calls it out, and you can't check the mark. It is what it is, whatever the machine says. So I think that, they don't clarify the rules very well when you have circumstances like this.
So you have seen marks that you haven't agreed, or the marks haven't necessarily agreed with the machine.
Yes, correct.
Since it's been on clay.
And the ref cannot check the mark. They cannot get out of the seat.
What a unique situation. And we've seen also, we saw that Sasha Zverev incident last week in Madrid, where what you see on the video review isn't always going to match up with the ball mark. So the fact that the ball mark was checked there, it went against the actual audible electronic call, that was a first. Yes. That was the first. But the important thing is you were able to get through. So well done there.
Thank you.
I know you've spent quite a bit of time at the IMG Academy where this man is here. Now, I'm going to just ask you a straight up question. I need you to just keep it 100 with me. Has this man been helpful or not?
Careful. No, I'm kidding. You can say.
He's amazing.
You can say
whatever. He's the best guy ever.
You can actually say whatever you want. It's all good.
No,
people always give me abuse.
Jimmy is awesome. I'll be hitting at IMG and Jimmy just pops up out of nowhere and gives me a couple corrections and then leaves. And he just kind of makes his rounds throughout the courts. But no, Jimmy's great. I think having him around, especially at IMG, helps everyone. He helps me, and then he helps a 10-year-old kid on the court next to me. He doesn't care what your level is, so I think that's pretty cool.
She is now invited back anytime she wants. That was the right answer.
Look at that.
Perfect. I told you I was going to give you a little bit of a hard time because we were waiting for you to finish a game. We were going to interview somebody else. You were up 6-3, 4-love, 40-love.
Cruising.
And we thought one more point, and you ended up losing that game. So, tell me what happened there, and don't let it happen again when we're waiting.
I just kind of knew on my court that you were waiting to interview someone, so I just really wanted to prolong it.
You did a good job on that one.
No, I think I just started to rush the point a little bit, and she did come up with a couple good shots, so... it is what it is, and I kind of bounced back from it.
We had a chance to chat a bunch of times last week in Madrid where you were playing some beautiful tennis. You won a couple of tough matches, and then you ran up against Aryna Sabalenka. And before the match, you said, I am so fired up. I'm really ready for this one. She ended up playing very well, obviously came through, yes. won the whole thing. What did you learn from that match? How will you be able to utilize that moving forward?
Yeah, I think I learned a lot from that match. The conditions were kind of crazy that day. It was late, it was windy with the blackout the day before. Yeah. Everything was kind of chaotic. So I think, I can learn from that situation in the sense of when things don't really go your way, and sometimes you have to play ugly to win.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about college tennis, because it seems like there's a lot of college players that are starting to do pretty well, men's and women's side of the game. And also, you've got a degree in applied movement science. How do you apply that to tennis? And did you actually get the degree?
No.
At least that's what I read.
I only went to school for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So I still need to finish my degree. I declared into a movement, but it's something that I just kind of was intrigued at the time and wanted to declare a major before I left school. But dentistry has kind of perked my mind a little bit. So I think that's something I'll get into after the career, but we'll see. But yeah, I think players are doing so well coming out of college because I feel like college matures you as a person and a player. You learn a lot about yourself, or at least I did. You're looking after a team, not just yourself. There's 10 other girls that you have to make sure are aligned with everything else on the team. And, when you come out of that, it's kind of easy just to take care of yourself.
We'll move on into the next round. You'll take on the 28th seed, Anna Kalinskaya. Different type of challenge than certainly what you saw today. Are you a big tape studier? Will you have sort of a team do that for you? What's your preparation look like moving into a match?
Yeah, tomorrow I'll have the day off from any matches, so my coach he'll review some film and stats and whatnot, and then we'll discuss tomorrow night and do the practice accordingly.
Very good. Well, we'll let you go get some. I mean, what does it look like? I mean, are we allowed pasta? I know you keep it pretty clean.
Pasta for sure. We're in Rome.
Pasta for sure. Okay, she's gonna get the carbs, go recover, and keep hooking that forehand.
Thanks.